After the death of 24-year-old Jupiter Yang at a Brooklyn Park intersection, there's a new development that could help improve the safety of others. Yang's family and neighbors have pleaded with the city to do something, and now that something is being done. Yang was making a turn at the intersection of West Broadway and Candlewood Drive when he was struck by a truck and died on September 12th. There's also been 2 other fatal crashes at that same intersection. This week, the council will vote on installing a temporary traffic signal there. City documents say the city and Hennepin County have been planning to reconstruct this segment of road since the 1990s, but it's been delayed because of funding and the addition of light rail. Reconstruction plans of this road always included a traffic signal. If approved, the temporary signal could go up sometime later this year. A Park Center High School student is crediting a middle school health class with helping her save a loved one. Reporter Pafua Yang introduces us to this week's standout student, Lindsay Lee.
It's the new norm for Brooklyn Middle School. Quiet halls, no one in sight.
Yes, I would do that for you right now.
Except for 7th grade health ed teacher Julie Bombalier.
I always tell my students there's no wrong in health because health is your life, and we want to try to do it right the first time.
Doing it right the first time.
I have 4 siblings.
Inspiring words that 17-year-old Lindsay Lee will never forget.
I really like computers as well.
Lindsay, now a junior at Park Center High School, took Bombalier's health class about 4 years ago.
It was like a very quick unit. Because I only took health for 1 trimester.
Through my class, approximately 20,000 students have come through who have taken the CPR here at Brooklyn Middle School.
20,000 students at your fingertips ready to save a life. And now, at least one did.
I never thought that there would be a day that I had to use it and it was on my own family member.
Lindsay's dad had a heart attack last summer. Terrified but courageous, the teen took action, first performing chest compression and then telling her sister to call 911.
My mom was with me and I told her to hold my dad's head up, and then my mom also did the mouth-to-mouth part.
Officers on the phone also aided Lindsay during CPR.
I remember crying while I was doing it, and I saw my tears fall as I was doing it.
EMT finally reached the house, relieving Lindsay and her family.
They had a hard time getting my dad back as well, so it took a while, but eventually they got him to come back.
Lindsay's dad survived, and he's getting stronger each day.
It's why why I get to teach kids why health is so important.
Since the heart attack, the family has committed to a joint effort for a healthier lifestyle.
We have adapted our eating habits and getting more exercise.
Lindsay says she will forever remember the life-saving skills she learned in middle school.
Without it, I don't know if my dad would even be here today.
In Brooklyn Park, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
Brooklyn Park police are warning residents about mail theft this time of year. That's because it's tax season and thieves know personal information will be delivered to mailboxes. Recently, Brooklyn Park saw an uptick in mail theft from residential mailboxes around the North Woods and River North neighborhoods. Police say there are a number of tips for avoiding mail theft.
The best tip is to get a post office approved lockable mailbox. That way your mail's secure after it's delivered. As well as don't put outgoing mail in your mail. You should always just bring that to the post office or use one of the blue post office mailboxes.
Police also suggest being timely, and that means remembering to get your mail and not leaving it out there. He adds that if you see suspicious activity around a mailbox, call 911. Despite the frigid cold, the city of Plymouth is taking a moment to remind people that now is the time to act if you see signs of a destructive tree bug, the emerald ash borer. Check out this tree that was found in Plymouth, infected by the invasive species. Forestry staff have taken note of newly found hotspots in the city. The clusters are near Highway 55 and Rockford Road, Interstate 494 and Rockford Road, and Zachary Lane North and Ridgemount Avenue North. The city forester says there's more out there, and if you have ash trees on your property, treat them or remove them. Emerald ash borer was first found in Plymouth back in 2015. And now to New Hope. Check out this basketball court. This is in the Little Acre Park. It's the basketball court there. And as you can tell, it's in need of improvement. This week, the New Hope City Council will vote on whether to replace this court completely. The court was built more than 30 years ago, and the cost to build a new court is approximately $80,000. If the extreme cold weather has you hunkered down inside looking for a good book, check out what Plymouth Reads picked for this year's selection. The book is This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger.
The William Kent Kruger book was chosen in part, it's a historical fiction. It takes place in 1932 in southwest Minnesota, and it's an adventure story. And I think that the group fell in love with the book because of the characters, four children on the run, have an adventure going down the Mississippi River.
If that makes you think of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, Lou Ann says you're thinking in the right direction. Every year, the Plymouth Reads organization picks a book for the community to read together and organizes several events around that book. This year, there will be 3 virtual events, which includes an event with the author, a campfire sing-along, and more. You can find out more information on the Plymouth Reads website. And we will end the show today with video of a deer rescued from a frozen pond in Plymouth. The Plymouth Fire Department shared this video with us. They got a call to help a deer who was trapped in the ice of an aerated pond. Firefighters put on special suits and they cut a channel in the ice. The deer swam into the channel and firefighters were able to catch her and pull her out. The deer rested and then ran off into the woods.
Let her rest.